Fraser, concerning Rafah news, I believe you may have an update for us.
Yeah, there was some reporting here in the US earlier in the day that the Israelis had shown a preliminary plan to the US about an operation in Rafah. Well, I can now say that I've had that confirmed to me as well by a source familiar that the US has indeed seen its preliminary plan from the Israeli government, but stressed that this was not a finalised plan as well. Now, this media report, originally came from Politico. That media report, citing US officials, said that up to 1.5 million people who are currently in Rafah were about to be moved to Al-Wawasi, which is about 7 kilometers away from Rafah, further onto the coast there of the Gaza Strip. It is a small strip of land, but the Politico report said that the Israeli army had shown these plans to aid groups in the area and to the US government as well. That's part of the reporting. I cannot say that I've had confirmed to me personally, but they say that that is what their plan was, to move them to the further to the west, to that strip of land. Now, the Political report goes on to say that the US officials asked were not aware of any imminent plans for this to happen, and said that they were waiting on further details from the Israelis on how this would actually get put in place. But Israeli sources also told Politico that the plan would happen, quote, soon, but didn't give a time frame for that. Now, my source said to me that the US remains engaged with Israel regarding the Rafah operation, and says that basically the US position hasn't changed, that nothing should go ahead until there is a concrete plan on how to safeguard the lives of those up to 1.5 million civilians that are currently taking refuge in Rafah.
Well, Fraser, it seems like the rhetoric is still saying the same. Benjamin Netanyahu, he's carried on talking about this offensive in Rafah. He's made sure that that message is always being portrayed. How do you think that might in turn impact negotiations on Saturday?
Well, I doubt Netanyahu's comments have helped construct a nice dialogue between the two sides as we've watched them over the course of the last week. He said that he would go ahead with this Rafah operation with or without a ceasefire deal. And he also said that he wouldn't accept any deal that was given to him from the Hamas side, which effectively put an end to the war. So this could be part of a tactic on Netanyahu's part to try to put pressure on Hamas to get them to sign this deal. But that is also a very risky game, if that is indeed what he is planning to do. A senior Hamas official told the AFP news agency, quote, that Bibi's comments are meant to, quote, thwart any possibility of concluding an agreement. Now, they say, Hamas, that they're entering these negotiations on Saturday in Cairo in good faith. But we'll see what happens when it comes out at the end of the day, because we've been in this position before. 9 weeks ago, we thought a ceasefire deal was imminent. When that footage of Joe Biden in the ice cream shop came out, he said that something was going to happen by the end of that week. And now 2 months later, we're still here waiting for news. So we'll see what happens this weekend.